AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one. As he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. On first down, Brady to Michelle on the dump off, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On fourth down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. Yeah, he was looking for a touchback. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
We got three, fellas. We got three. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Ryan.
Throwing. Prescott. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. They got 29 yards that time.
Here you go.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
A handoff left, Elliott. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Prescott now on 2nd down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper from 8 yards out, and the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You can have a lot to handle in this one.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Stepping back a second to look at where New England is overall right now. They took care of Buffalo on Monday night, so now they're at 6-2 on a 5-game winning streak after that 1-2 start to the season. And, you know, I'm excited. I got to be honest about the game that's coming up next against Brady and Rodgers.
Isn't anyone who's a football fan excited about this? And can we hope for possibly the 4th quarter? Both of them with opportunities down the stretch, having the ball in their hands because they both want it. That'll be a lot of fun. Remember, Rodgers out in Los Angeles against the Rams thought he was going to get one last opportunity. By the time Montgomery brought the kickoff out of the end zone, fumbles the ball, game over. He didn't get that last chance. He's going to want it in a big way in New England.
Meanwhile, Tom Brady, one last note against playing Buffalo. He's 29-3 against the Bills in his career. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
2nd down, Prescott. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
To throw is Prescott. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistled as we step aside here in this first quarter. And his kick is indeed good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know, one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Brady. He's going to air one out. That's going to be caught. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 47 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything under.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Well, CD, while we have a second, we need to give a congratulations to Adam Vinatieri. Earlier in the year set the all-time mark for field goals, but now he's the league's all-time leading scorer. He passed Hall of Famer Morton Anderson.
How about that? And that was a record that Adam Vinatieri himself said, I didn't expect anyone to ever approach that record, let alone myself. And going into the game in Oakland, a lot of family and friends wanted to buy airline tickets, get out there and be there to celebrate. I'm not sure I'm even going to be able to play, but play he did, and he set the record. He makes a strong case to be a first-ballot Hall of Fame guy when his time comes up.
That's something as a kicker. 2,547 career points. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there's going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again to Elliott running left. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Here's Prescott. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. A second spin.
Turning and turning and turning.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll give it to him up the middle, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. A try here for the extra point. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes our score 17-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Josh Gordon, 76 yards. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. And that is how you retaliate after getting scored on one play. Big pass downfield, and you hit the end zone.
Almost feels like 2 boxers just throwing haymakers at each other, doesn't it? One connects with a big one, the other comes right back. Okay, I'll show you. And they attacked right back on the first play of the drive and hit them big.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Prescott to throw it. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at second down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure.
Need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Prescott now. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And that one results in 35 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flipped field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A first down carry by Elliott. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now Prescott. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. Third and short yardage. Prescott. Cooper's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The kick went away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now out come the Patriots. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
He's going to float this one deep right side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball. Pops out, incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Looking back to the air on 2nd down, it's Brady. He's going to launch this thing. And got his man, complete. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And what is going on here? Are they serious? 1st down, and they're in punt formation. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Here's Jones. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Prescott looks to throw on first. He'll let it fly for Austin. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
They'll let Elliott try and run it in. A spin, and he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Up big, and they go for 2, and they get it.
I remember being in high school and seeing an article in the paper where a local columnist had said, "Why are we fighting over sportsmanship and running up the score? Just run it up on everybody and deal with it." Some people just don't care that way, and obviously this coach feels the exact same way.
So that article was saying the defense should be able to stop them.
That's what they're trying to say. Hey, if you don't want it to happen, stop them. Otherwise, quit whining about it.
That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there for New England. 43 yards. Brady now on first down. That is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. To throw is Brady. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean.